Go.
Good evening, class. This is David S. And I'm gonna give you an introduction to tattoo art. And pretty much, I gotta go ahead and started this off by, Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Every artist was first an amateur." And you know what? I could go ahead and back this up as well because you know what? It's true. I mean, before you could master anything, you definitely do have to be an amateur at it. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little background about myself. Is that you know I've actually I am no stranger to art, and you know what? I've mastered many techniques, such as of course, starting off with pencil, pen, and after that, moving up to color pencil, paint, and charcoal, and wow, even up to spray cans. That's actually back in the gangster days when the world was influenced by gangster rap. Well, anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and insinuate that my next little thing in my sight as far as the technique was simply a tattoo artist. I mean, being a tattoo artist, because not only do you have a different type of utensil, it's just a new kind of method where I could incorporate my art. So, you know, I want to let you guys know that this is something that's gonna benefit those who are also in the same kind of mindset as myself, who wants to begin a journey in the tattoo world. So let's go ahead and start that out for you. So first, I want to go ahead and introduce you with the utensils that you will have on your basic starter tattoo kit. So right here, I am gonna show you. First, we have your tattoo machine. This is actually the thing that incorporates the tattoo needle to go up and down and things like that. So along with that, we have the needles, which the tattoo needles, they're on different sizes and shape depending on which kind of thickness of line and shading you want to do for your initial initial drawing or tattoo. So along with that, in order what keeps that in place is your tattoo tube. Now these plastic tubes, it pretty much incorporates the needle into becoming like a pencil-like product where you're able to go ahead and use that and guide yourself into what you want to do. Next here we have is your amplifier. Now this amplifier is amplifier voltage. Now what this does is it actually intensifies it or decreases the level of voltage onto your tattoo machine. Depending how fast you want it to go in certain areas, or depending what type of shading or things like that you want to go ahead and do. It's a great way to incorporate that additional power you're gonna need. Along with this, in order for you to power that up, we have here your power foot pedal. Now this foot pedal works very, very similar to how a sewing machine works. You step on the thing, and it goes ahead and it turns on the power, and that's when you activate it. That's when you're always gonna go ahead and begin your tattooing right then and there. So next, along with this, you're gonna need the colors that you're gonna want to use. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your color paints. It could come from very many shapes and sizes, colors, and intensities, saturations, things in that nature. It depends on exactly what you're trying to go ahead and master. So, along with that, you want to go ahead and incorporate some kind of a canvas or something like that. Some kind of palette canvas that's gonna go ahead and hold your paint together, so you can go ahead and keep dipping it into it, and continue your artwork. Because it's not like a pen where it holds the ink. You kind of have to dip it all the time in order for you to successfully begin the actually continue adding more and more color into it. So next, what we have is the accessories that come with it, which is usually something similar to this. It's a lot of rubber bands. Now these rubber bands, what they do is they hold the needle in place, because since the needle goes up and down in a continuous motion, this will hold it all in together. Now this makes it from the needle from moving out of place and obviously causing some serious damage. We also have these little circular small rubber bands, which allow the machine to constantly go back upwards after it's been pushed downwards. And you will see a little bit more of this later on, and make sure to demonstrate that for you. But along with this, we have the what we call is the donut needles. So what this does is it's pretty much like a nice shockproof way to keep the needle from going up and down and losing its resistance. Now, next, what we what will also be included into your starter's tattoo kit is your tattoo fake skin. Now, this is great in case you want to go ahead and start some practice work. It's a great way to incorporate your skills to be enhanced without having to mess up somebody's arms. So I mean, because that would be quite a bad side in that case. The last thing that you want to go ahead and have in your supply chain is always practice safety. Wear gloves. You want to keep good sanitary environment for where you incorporate your tattoos, because you could prevent infections, prevent health issues, things in that nature that could cause your clients or your friends to break out. And wow, I've seen a couple cases, and it's not pretty, I tell you. So you want to keep definitely your alcohol, and of course hand sanitizer, definitely always helpful and useful to have. Now, let me go ahead and teach you guys a little bit how this thing goes together, so we could go ahead and start this off. Now, you have your basic tattoo machine. There's very different sizes and shapes, and it's really just up to the tattoo artist, whichever preference you choose. Now, for me, I went ahead and chose the little standardized one. Now, along with this, you're gonna go ahead and select your type of needle that you're gonna use, and the way that you find out which type of needle or thickness you're gonna use is mainly gonna go ahead and reflect on which type of art you want to go ahead and incorporate. So in this case, I have something somewhat already developed on hand, which is just gonna be a simple star. I want to go ahead and incorporate that for you guys. Like I said, just gonna go ahead and practice some safe sanitary rules, which just get used to doing this already, because it's something you're gonna go ahead and have to incorporate. So and once this is plugged into your AC adapter, you give it a whirl. There you go. Seems pretty great. As you can see, there's a lot of energy going in through there, so you're good on that. Now let's go ahead and give this baby a try. And now remember, you're just gonna go ahead and do it at one line, so try to get it on your first time. And voila, there you go. This is just a little example I want to show you guys, but that's it. Pretty much incorporates exactly what goes on as far as doing some tattoo work. So I want to start off by saying today I went ahead and showed you guys a little introduction of what I learned as far as becoming a tattoo artist, and these are just some of the basics. This definitely benefits all those who are also have a spark in trying something new, trying some tattoo art. And you know what, as a matter of fact, this is actually a pretty cool little introduction. So it kind of gives you guys the little path that I had to go through in order for me to incorporate this. So damn, I guess one of the things I wanted to say is that never let any kind of obstacles stop you guys from learning new techniques, new methods that you're passionate about. And you know what, sooner or later, with enough time and practice, you'll go ahead and achieve it.